We're staying in our units and options.dwg file. And as the drawing file name states, we're looking at units and options. In the previous video, we looked at the AutoCAD units. In this video, we're going to take a look at the AutoCAD options. Quickest way to get to your options dialog box is a simple right click in the drawing area with no other commands running. And then if you go down to the bottom of the right click shortcut menu, there's options there. Just click on it and the options dialog box will appear. Now there's a lot of stuff in here that you don't need to worry about. I'm just going to take you through the tabs at the top of the dialog box and let you know what each one does and point out a few little extras that might be useful. So in the Files tab, these are all the files that AutoCAD needs to run properly. However, there are some useful ones to look at, such as the automatic save file location. Now, as you can see, that just goes to my temp folder on my C drive right now. But you might want that to go to a project folder, a cloud-based folder. You simply select it, browse to where you want to go, and off you go, really. That's basically it with that one. We go to the Display tab. Notice I'm using the dark color theme. There is also a light color theme available. And you can change the colors of pretty much any object or setting in the interface. Things like your crosshairs, your background, and so on. Now, I'm not going to make any changes there, but if you do, notice you can restore the current element. So if I change the color of the uniform background, I can restore it back to its original settings there. I'm going to click on cancel because I don't want to make any changes. Open and save. As you can see, there's the file save options there. Mine are set to 2013, so every time I save, it saves to a 2013 DWG file format. And I mentioned that in the intro, that's to allow older versions of AutoCAD to work with this particular course. Now, if you scroll up a bit there's the latest one, there's the 2018. I'm using 13 though, just for a little bit more flexibility on the exercise files. There's your automatic save settings here. Don't take it under 10 minutes, otherwise it will probably drive you a little bit crazy. It'll be saving all the time. And I also create what they call a backup copy, a BAK file. Then if my DWG file is corrupted, I can rename the .BAK file to DWG and start using that file instead. Plotting and publishing is self-explanatory. It's all of your plotting settings. Your system settings, things such as your graphics card are controlled here. User preferences, there's some user preferences that you can play with, such as right-click customization on your mouse. As you can see, I'm using the default settings, but you can change those. I'll click on cancel there. Insertion scale is also useful. If you're working with a different unit drawing, let's say inches, for example, that would be your source drawing here. So you'd go and find inches, like so. And then when you bring anything in from that inches drawing into your target drawing, AutoCAD will scale it up to millimeters. It's very useful when you're using AutoCAD blocks, which we do cover later on in the course. I'll set that back to millimeters just to be on the safe side for the moment though. Drafting, we've got various settings there, like our auto snap settings for snapping to things, our auto snap marker size, and our aperture size on our crosshair, for example, on the screen. 3D modeling, we don't actually cover that in this particular course, but as you can see, there's a whole group of settings for that too. When we're selecting objects, we can change our pick box size, our grip size when we get the little blue grips pop up when we select objects. And profiles, you can set different profiles for different things in your AutoCAD settings. I haven't got any, so hence we're just using the default unnamed profile at the moment. But you might want to change the interface around a little bit and save that as a different AutoCAD profile as well. Now, I'm not going to make any changes here. I'm just going to click on cancel. And it will prompt me that some changes have been made. I haven't actually made any changes. I've hit cancel each time. I'm just going to discard the changes. But it always prompts you, do you want to save those changes? I'm going to discard them. And as you can see, dialog box closes. So that's your AutoCAD options. Now, again, there's a lot of things in there that you don't need to touch or change. But my suggestion is, once you finish this chapter, jump into the options dialog box, go and investigate what they do. If you hover over any item in the options dialog box, you'll see a brief description, a little tooltip pop up on the screen. Also, bear in mind, you can go into the AutoCAD help screens to check out the options as well.